Welcome to Hearthstone, where the meta is play card. Play card over and over again. Play the same fucking card over and over again. That is the meta. Thank you for watching, guys. We're not playing Hearthstone. You literally have to imagine playing three opponents. Three opponents. That's the expansion, basically. Oh, what are the most overpowered opponents you can play? Here's three of them. Have a nice day. I hope you have fun building decks or whatever. It's just like, what? That's the amount of content you give per expansion. You get three opponents and most of them are just like old anyways. Protoss Priest is pretty old. The Leech Death Knight is pretty fucking old. You know, they just have card that didn't get nerfed. One card didn't get nerfed, and it's like, let's play that card. And that's it. Let's play that fucking card. And it's just, that's the amount of brain cells you can encounter in the game. No matter how much you fucking grow in Hearthstone, it's still just gonna be people with one brain cell winning games. You know? And that's all you encounter. Like, this is insane. It's like you go to the fucking school and you're like sitting with first graders and you're fucking struggling, bro. You're sweating your balls off against first graders. They're like, let's play rock, paper, scissors, but you can't play scissors. And it's like, shit. I can, but you can't. Scissors are banned for the grown-ups. You literally are nerfed because you're not playing the best fucking strategy right now. It's so disgusting, bro. This is why Zeddy's playing Arena. Because Arena has sanity attached to it. Arena does not allow you to play the same card over and over again. I'm just saying. You know, it just has that one simple sanity aspect of sanitizing the fucking meta. Arena is it. So, if you want Arena content, sure. Hit me up, alright? Tell me about it. I personally don't know if I want Arena content, but you let me know, guys. Because in Arena, I can't do much. You know? I can just put random stuff together. It's crazy how Hearthstone does not have a fucking game mode where you are not allowed to play the most popular decks that are from standards, you know? Alright, people are trying to climb ladder on standard, whatever the fuck is happening. But you can't play those decks. We see you. You can't play the most popular cards. You have to be more creative than that. Anyways, whatever. Let's play this game. Let's play a random game now. It's kind of not random. I like Card City Knights as a vibe. As a game, it's a little bit lackluster, I feel like. But it scales pretty nicely. It progresses pretty nicely, so... I completed it once and I just ended my career, guys. And it's like, why do I have to talk to these guys? My opponent's HP, some cards do damage, connect 3 and you start doing damage basically. This is where it starts. Cards have arrows, because that's how you connect cards. They also have turns until they resolve and leave the board. Blah blah blah. I got the basics basically, and now I'm gonna get my first battle. I know the introduction, but I want to not lose. Maybe it's possible to never lose. That would be cool. Alright, that's a little weird. Why you play such a scary card? Now she takes damage too, just resolves the game faster. So it doesn't do much. Activate a card. You activate it by connecting 3, but sometimes you can activate differently. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. And it's like Hearthstone is the only game, though. I will try to fucking adopt Cross Maga. I'm still thinking about it deeply. Hoping that Cross Maga is actually in enough aspects better than Hearthstone. What Hearthstone does very well is just like it gives you a lot of wacky shit to do. But when you get only 3 opponents, I mean, Jesus Christ. Right now, the first battles don't really matter. I don't see it making a dent on me. You always just play damage and that's it. Like, the starting strategy is gonna be pretty lackluster, unfortunately. Deck building in Hearthstone is tough, and you have to fucking dedicate a lot of time into it. It's also not really skill, because you have to find those, like, fucking legit cringe combos that does way too much stuff. By accident. Because, like, all the best decks are figured out, but you can still, like, pull off some wacky combos, I guess. 100 days have been burned. 100 days have been ruined. We're celebrating that shit. Is the best thing ever. I will drop Hearthstone in a heartbeat if there's just something reasonably good in card game world. But just like I reviewed with my bad microphone, no matter where you're gonna run, it's all death and destruction. Is it like fucking carpet bombs the rest of the industry, as if like you know, Microsoft try to purchase some other games too. You know, that's the feeling. How ugly it is. Let's I'll be able to like buy a pack or something maybe. What my money's at? I can't see it. Spend the money. Alright, I only have 4. For a pack, I will need +6. Yes, I click around and gives me coins. Activate a card. No, it just activates this card. So you have to basically place it where it activates other cards, because it activates itself and becomes non-conductive. It's a little complicated to understand for a newbie to just like click around and get a complex card. But it doesn't like do much, so it's not a high power level. Alright, let's go back to this guy. I think I can take him. I was like at 2 HP, guys. 2 HP difference. That's not very good. Not sure if I'm gonna crack some kind of strategy for this. But there's different things you can do. You can definitely block your opponent from activating cards. You can even see into your opponent's hand. It's a big deal for strategy, you know? If only you could do that in Hearthstone. In the 10-year-old card game, you can't look into your opponent's hands as a part of strategy. But okay. So it only makes sense, guys. Bird blocker. Is that what you're doing? I don't know what's going on exactly when the board gets too full. Non-conductive. Wait, what? So I place this and it becomes... Yeah. It is that bad. Still have to figure out how to place these things. He's definitely trying to block me. Oh, wow. What? Oh. It's my silence. I get to negate his damage. Pretty good. Alright, he didn't block me, so we're good to go. I saw this game being updated like 2022. I don't know what they would do with it. I don't see any significant changes, personally. Does it, like, count as a resolve or something? When it leaves the board? That's the only way he can deal damage to me or something. But then I just place a bunch of damage cards and I do the same thing. You're not gonna scare me, bro. It's kind of fascinating, though. You're gonna block me. There it is. Did it deal 3 damage? I don't think so. I feel like it was just 2 and 2. And it does nothing. If they could explain, like, strategy and explain what the fuck they're doing, what decks they're playing, like, they would be real friends. Then there's this feature that's completely useless, because you need, like, special cards that apparently I don't have. Special card collection. It's weird, man. Well, let's click around. We will need packs desperately. Eat banana. Okay. Okay, let's go. Eat what? Eat was the solution, it seems. Alright. Wow, new card sleeve, guys. What does that mean? Who would be able to see my card sleeve? Well, probably me. But even then, it's questionable. Like, I saw it for like 1 second, 1 frame. Alright. This thing is good. There is silence in the game, but if they use it, it's just like, okay. I don't think this one is good. This one's tough to activate. Activate a card exists, just in case. And there's placement, where it deals damage immediately. Netherbird is actually insanely good. Resolve. Alright. Can upgrade the deck a little bit. First things first, what I would do is get rid of... Well, things with 2 arrows and 3 turns of... You waiting to resolve these cards. Maybe they will come back to the deck, but it's a good place to start. Silence can stay. This goes in. Untargetable. Candy Snake stays for even longer than the Raft. These things are just basically activators, and it's not exactly a bad idea to have some. I already have 1 Raft, I can have 1 Candy Snake. And it's nice that you can just, like, change arrows, change art, and all of a sudden that's a new card. It's not very much different from the rest, but it's still technically different. It belongs in a different fucking deck, potentially. Just because of, like, a single different arrow. Like, if Candy Snake can activate Skull King and the Raft can activate Skull King, maybe it's a good deal to have Skull King in the first place. Okay, this one's also good. I don't really like Banana Strategy. It gives you activation keys. But the keys are just like one arrow. I'm scared of one arrow stuff in this game. One things to, you know, activate properly without blocking itself. But I can block my opponent at the same time. It's not that bad even if my cards literally do nothing. Hearthstone devs disregarding power creep is just... Well, the meta of 3 decks is very satisfying for us. That's exactly how we see the game's future. With 0 content in it. For those who want to have easier time. It's all rage baits. It's all, you must break the game to win the game. It's just the same with Bazaar, unfortunately. If you don't break the game, if you don't have all the fucking combos, then you lose. It's not about how you operate within the game bounds. It's whether you break it with specific combination of cards, so. But Bazaar actually fucking nerfs stuff. Actually balance changes. So, I think Bazaar is now better than Hearthstone, unfortunately. I think even that is settled. I think Crip knew what he was doing, basically. Well, I'm activating into an activation, into another activation. Seems a little bit too convenient for me. Then we activate Skull King. The Skull King is going to activate more stuff. Never mind. He lost his arrows. That was very smart of my opponent. I have 1 bullet in the chamber. Fucking hacker. This is the funniest art I've ever seen, bro. And it's a vibe, you know, it's fucking snap. And it's like, what does that mean? I need to know what it means. How does it snap? Why does carrot feel like snap? Everything just comes together. There's a bunch of Jennies, by the way, in this game. Be prepared to face the Jennies. No, I should have just fucking one-shot at this creature. Yes, my friends, I have to win 2 games. It's a match. Sometimes. You just never know. You never know when it's a match. Oh, you do. There's the fucking dots, basically. I always look at the shield, I don't look at the dots. Alright, that helps. You should know if it's a match. You should know what you agree to. He's resolving 2 damage. Pretty nasty. Cage, okay. That's true. So yeah, the deck building aspect is the only thing keeps me around. It keeps everyone around. But damn, dude. I can't keep up. Like, ever. Or the meta gets so toxic that we have to do something like fucking play dungeon run or stupid shit like that. But even that makes no sense. It's best to just back off. I'm actually gonna take damage. Why would I take damage? It makes no sense. I think 2 is a very solid number. I think Snap is a little bit of a meme. 2 can activate from card to card, basically. Can transfer disease. And I actually appreciate it. This guy's doing the same thing, basically. Transferring disease. Disgusting. Stop right there, criminal scum. Or pay with your blood. I'm trying to block this thing. Because it's doing pretty well so far at beating me up. Me not likey. Me not likey. Was there a better turn? Maybe not. Finisher, snap finisher. This is cool. It's definitely something. Alright, that's it. Get resolved, buddy. How did he activated this? What happened? Only the viewer knows. I don't know. Alright. Pack opening time. We're gonna open all the packs and try to make the best deck possible, because I don't want to lose a single game. Alright. I gotta be the ultimate champion. I completed this game by losing plenty of times, but never a clean run. And it's probably like really fucking difficult to do. Like speedrun a game like this. But when you nail exactly what you have to do, of course, after 3 years of research, why not? Why did I say speedrun and people would actually assume that it's easy? No fucking way. Oh, look at that. Another snapper. And the funny thing is, it feels unbalanced, but at the same time, I feel like it's actually balanced. Like, all of these guys are snappers. Oh, this placement card is definitely going in. We definitely need stuff like this. Now, again, you might think like, well, golden cards are obviously better than the common ones. And yes, but there's synergies with common cards. There's one card that I received, like, it's diamond card. That synergize with commons. I place commons to speed up the card. And all of a sudden, it matters how many commons I have in my deck. So the best ones are at least 3 arrows and 2 turns. Alright, so I don't actually like the stick too much, but it's better than this. And snap is also not the best, but it has a lot of arrows. So that's cool. Cage A card. I don't actually play like interactive strategy. Let's just deal damage, you know. I would even like do this just to finish the game faster. While my opponent is fucking struggling to do some stuff. We just finished the game. This deals 3 damage to me. However, if I have a shield, I just take shield damage. You know, it's like divine shields. That shit exists. El Diablo. And yeah, you like variety basically on these cards. Even though they just deal 1 damage. You want variety of the arrows. Or at least them pointing in opposite directions. At least. Because that's how they connect. I would say deck building is missing one ultimate feature, which is like over placing. Like, I want to filter from my deck. I want to collect cards that I would prefer to have, but then remove the weaker cards. And I can't go over the limit of 24, unfortunately. Stuff like this, like quality of life stuff, you're not gonna get from indie games. And you're definitely not gonna get multiplayer servers from indie games, but that's what makes, you know, AAA titles so damn self-destructive. They're full of just fucking explosives, like TNTs everywhere. Anything can go wrong. You can run out of money, apparently, or just run out of care, run out of sanity. Whatever it might be, like, AAA titles just keep crashing. All these indie games, you know, at least do a good job at giving you a fucking game. The community aspect can sometimes become, like, actual cancer. Which is scary because, it's like real life. When you have too much cancer, war happens. And I wonder what that means for card gamers. I don't think people understand. We are kind of in the level of cancer already. I just don't know where it's going. Do you want to battle? If you win. No, you will never win. So if yeah, I mean, I have to only play Hearthstone when the meta is good. When meta is bad, I have to, like, actually signal by uploading these kind of videos that I'm actively not playing Hearthstone right now. Because, like, it's this bad. I can double check, like, what the meta is in terms of deck builders, what are they doing. I can try their decks sometimes. Sometimes that's gonna make sense. But I don't want to, like, scramble as well. I don't want to put too much effort. If it don't seem to work, it doesn't seem to work. It's still a video. It's still, like, 1-day video, but I probably can, like, cover only, like, 3 days a week. With the other people's stuff. But there's, like, I don't know. There's at least 3 deck builders worth paying attention to. Not just Chumpy Boy. What do we have? We're dying, guys. We're dying a little too fast. This is gonna stick around. I can still activate this. Let's still continue doing normal things. As if nothing bad is going on right now. There's no match, so if I lose this one, it's over. Looks like he slowed down. Activate this. This is crazy. Even right now, I feel like I've learned something about this game. Oh yeah, I have some good stuff right now. Slime is trash. Why do I have slime in my deck? Why am I this bad? Non-conductive. Silencer core. This one's also non-conductive. Okay. He's doing nothing. Let me just block this guy. Let me block him until we collapse him. It's just gonna be that simple. Just like, cage me, buddy. Don't matter. Literally don't matter. There's actually layers to unlock. The stuff that I haven't thought about when I played it the first time. So, I want to know, right? Obviously. I want to know what I can pull. What kind of level of complexity we're gonna reach. But most importantly, like, I want to not lose a single game. Because if we are increasing, like, skill level, like, we need achievements. We need to prove ourselves worthy. Maybe we're gonna be so good that Raren will have to play this deck or game. And will have to take tips from me. We'll take the same challenge, you know? There's reasons to be good. Alright. So far, no problems. Just, that's the only problem, guys. It's hard to understand this thing. Eventually we're gonna unlock like a 15 coin packs. I don't think they're that much different though. Untargetable. The ultimate statue. I still don't understand this stuff. But there is fatigue in this game. You can easily run out of cards. Heal and deal damage. That's pretty basic. Deal 2 damage, take 1 damage. That's a good one. But we have to take out 2 cards at least. Again, I don't know every single time how many cards I'm supposed to take out. Without this magical feature to place more cards in my deck. Imagine in reality doing that. Oh shit, you stacked over 24 cards. You literally cannot stack a single card more. That would be crazy, dude. Placement and resolve. Actually, it's fine. It's actually potentially really good. Where's the heal deal? I can filter a 2. And take this. I can maybe filter Jenny. Because that's the heal Jenny. There's a bunch of Jennies. That might be helpful. Alright, there's a different snap card. Alright. So far, we haven't unlocked important strategies where we are at time-wise. And again, in the end, I will always repeat this. I'll make my own card game. My card game is going to be better. In fact, I pretty much can, and I probably should just retire like that. Retire into just making my own stuff, because, like, I can show up at, like, a Christmas decoration at Christmas, not a Santa Claus. You will not like my presents. My presents will still look like slop to people for no reason. It won't look like slop to me because it works for me, but to other people, sure. Like, just, like, lack of animations. If I... Mastering, like, 2D stuff it's annoying. It will take time. 3D rendering easy, bro. Easy. Because that's actually hard. That's actually revolutionary. But 2D? No. 2D is very difficult. See, maybe with the new rendering engine, I'll be able to attract some real money and start actually investing into, like, building card games and shit like that. But I'm not gonna be a fucking AAA optimist or something. Optimist is, like, a very nice way to put it. I wouldn't be a AAA fucking weirdo who's just waiting for the game to be 100% playable. I don't care. I don't care if it's playable. As long as it's playable on Linux, because Windows 11 doesn't even exist. I love how people say of, like, you shouldn't use Windows 10 because your software is not going to be updated, and it's like, what are you talking about? I haven't changed my software either, not just my Windows. What software? The only one's changing is Windows. Nothing else is changing. All right. Wow, he's so kind. He actually allows me to just activate my cards. Except I can't do that because I can't do that. But that's fine, guys. We're gonna lose, it's fine. He's literally snapping right now. It's so annoying. What a snapper. Gotta be very careful right now, because we're close to getting bulldozed. We can place and just hope for the best. You know, just kind of hope for the best. Hopefully things... I can't just draw the game. Right? Like, that's a draw. Does that... It does change my stats, doesn't it? It counts as a fucking loss. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I failed miserably. My deck failed, guys. But that's great, like... We'll just have to make another run that has less losses. And draw is, unfortunately, a loss. It's not as fun as we hoped it would be. So that's what it is. Alright, Candy Snake. We can literally block the damn thing from being useful. Unfortunately, we cannot do that, so... Isn't that awesome? Right after I say... So my deck is basically malfunctioning. It doesn't have the correct amount of arrows. I need to, like, establish some kind of health assessment to my deck when it comes to arrows. Because, like, if I do this, I just block myself, and it's so disgusting. This is so fascinating, right? Like, my deck is definitely malfunctioning right now. Alright. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so much cooler to just play Hearthstone with your friends or something. Because in reality, it's so bad. If your deck falls apart, then you're gonna feel really, really bad if, if it works, you go to Legends. That's it. Those are the outcomes, my friends. There's stuff in between, but not that much as you would think. It either feels really bad or you just completed the game, basically. But bad feelings, they don't counter easily. You just forget about them. You just wake up the next day clean. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't stack. The wish to run away from Hearthstone, bro. It's fucking crazy, dude. The wish to Kibler. You know, Kibler's name is gonna be known as, running away from a game because it's getting fucking toxic in there. It's getting crazy. Yeah, the last time I got Legend was Spaceship Rogue, which is kind of cool. No one played Spaceship Rogue. And that's the end of that. Never activated Snake. Done. Job's done. So potentially we're running out of arrows. And we can always, like, snap activate stuff. Huh, true. Running out of arrows. Let's get rid of this garbage stuff that has 2 arrows. Snap is still better than that. Pretty obviously. That's a good one. I guess. Take a little duck. One more of these can show up. Alright. It doesn't actually calculate the amount of arrows you have. You can only select to filter them. In case you want a specific one. But to actually count arrows yourself, like, ugh. That's where things get heavy. Well, anyways, navigating these card games, it's a pretty tough skill, I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough skill that hopefully I do get better at. Okay. Spell makes these arrows valuable. That's nice. I can most of the time ignore my opponents the first few games. He blocks himself off. I can finish that job for him. Wow, he caged me. Is that it? Wait. Get silenced. Nah, he still sneaked in. The text for damage cards is a little bit too small, and it's just like, it's the start of the game. It's supposed to be like the most generic effects. The heals and damage and the shields, they could just be, you know, emojis for sure. Going textless is just such a necessary thing. There's just too much revolutionary stuff that I'm supposed to do for the card games. It's not happening right now. It's just like sitting duck until I collect enough powers to be athletic in programming. That's what it takes. Can I cancel? Wait, I can't just cancel? What if I don't want to play you anymore? What if I'm gonna lose? I mean, there's not much I can do. Huh. I get to start with 3 cards or something? That's the first player disadvantage. Yeah, when you have a lot of arrows, you can block a little easier. It's not guaranteed, though. Ooh, this one's tough. Okay, maybe not so much. Cyber Skull can also just finish the game pretty fast. Just a bunch of skulls. I'll try to set up... Man, there's no good placement for this thing. Let's just activate it. Like, if I place shit like this in here, it'll just occupy my space. Now he can do it, but he can occupy this. And just immediately silences. Because I'm that dumb. And now I have no ways to activate anything anymore. And I can accidentally step on his pee-pee. Okay, I was able to activate this, but... It's not that deep. I think we just finished the game then. I will take damage. No. These two resolve right after. Wait, he's healing. Don't heal. Alright. Yeah, at some point, Hearthstone becomes, like, impossible to play just because nothing really happens. The only skill you can perform is play your deck better. But you can't tell when you're just always losing. Or always winning. Of what's going on. Nothing makes sense at some point. Your opponent's always doing the same shit. Man, fuck! The silence gets me every time. That's how much I'm not paying attention. That's how much I'm tired. Switch hands with your opponent. I have to dump my prized possession somewhere. Alright, just like use this thing. Bro has a lot of shit in his hand. I don't like that. I do not like this. The Spike is nice. Spike is really destructive. Because it targets, like, openings that my opponent is using. Block. Success! The block was a success, guys. He's silencing, but he's not gonna be fast enough, is he? He kind of will be, though. Doesn't matter. He's not gonna silence Raft. Parrot. Parrot is just, 2 arrows away from being golden. Alright, this is still active. This is still a pretty nice little brick. And that's it. B damage. Surprisingly, the AI is pretty good, so... kind of nice. Nice feature that Hearthstone doesn't have. There's no... You can't complain about AI, it's seamless. Does this game get my, like, seal of approval? Is it better than Hearthstone? Well, sometimes. When I'm playing this, it's gonna be better than Hearthstone. So every single game is gonna steal from Hearthstone. That's that good shit. Sweet. I will, furnace this thing. From now on, you will burn Hearthstone. Shit, didn't read the cards. Heal and deal damage and is not non-conductive. Why is it... Why would this be a thing? It's not even that good. Okay, it's probably not that crazy bad, but... me not liking, actually. It gets complicated. Just like draw cards. That shit is valuable. And you don't want to have too many of them. Imagine you play a card to switch color. This is where things get really weird. Where you sabotage your opponent. I don't know what happens in actuality. Does it actually resolve the card? The card's placement and then switches? Or does it switch first and then the placement? Maybe there's a way to read better when this card is powered. No, placement is not explained. Sure. Yeah, we will not know until we test the card. Which is kind of important if we don't want to lose games, to test the cards as soon as possible. The only synergy, it would be Plasma Hydra. I don't care. Let's fucking go. Let's go wacko mode. We can activate opponent's cards so they resolve faster. Some like silence and caging maybe be a problem that we can resolve faster. Peek at your opponent's top 3 cards. That's not bad. But it's arrow expensive. Pop your own shield. That's what I'm talking about. I want one of those. So we get a bunch of healing effects. And you don't want to not have enough damage as well. Just so fun. Balancing how much damage and healing you have. Other than that, I don't see it. Probably do want to, like, activate a card just in case. Another tech card. Fuck it. It's better than the raft, it feels like. Because it's more techy. Alright, let's go. Let's teach this thing a lesson, and that's gonna be the video. Yeah, for just a split second you see a card back, but like, what's the point of a card back? Oh shit. How do we block this? Well, we can't. We can't block it. I did my best, guys. He might just deal 4 damage. Maybe I find silence or just fucking do shields at that moment. We're probably just gonna be fine. Activate a card. I can activate my opponent's cards too. Could be useful. Normally, I don't think so. I'm just trying to block this guy for now. So he gets nothing. He would block me at the same time. Still blocking, but not much. Hopefully, no, this should resolve first. So my shield blocks that. Another one. These are scary as hell. I actually like this. He cannot use this space. Although I can't activate the king because I have to fucking hide right now. In the fucking bunker. Because this is going down. Oh my god. It goes from top to bottom like this? Okay, so... Wow. We actually lost. And it's pain. It is real pain. See, that shit's not easy. I have to block this for sure. I'll be able to silence it as well. Boom. What you gonna do? He's still not blocked. He still got me. Got me running. Scared. Now he blocks me. That's ass. I can completely block him now. Just add a blocker in there. This is completely blocked now. But this is gonna resolve unless I silence it and activate my Skull King. Fuck yeah, dude. This is blocked. For now. I'll just keep my blocker. Alright, buddy. R.I.P. R.I.P. your bricks. Most broken card ever. Man, opening up like a fucking diamond card that deals 4 damage. Or just using this. Shit, he activated this thing. Oh my god. I did not pay attention. I disabled music because music is so fucking annoying. I can still hear it in the background, and it's so annoying. Beep beep, beep beep. Alright, switching hands. I'll just quickly use my placement cards. Nah, broski fucking lost. But it's still not over yet. It's a big ass matchup, isn't it? I wish draws would actually count as a fucking draw. Not a loss. Like, technically I didn't lose the game. Right? Not yet. Like, it's a strategy to suicide. Come on, man. Give me some credit. If I just have that one draw, I will count it as an achievement complete, because, come on, man. Probably just placing this, that's the funny thing about doing stuff like this. Like, you can never really time it to do this combo. Because I have to have shield intact. But this is gonna resolve, so... This is so annoying. This card is just too strong. And he blocks me. I still can't do this. I will not be able to do this for 3 turns straight. Maybe I'll just block this 4 damage, but that's it. I hate it. Is he gonna block me? You can't block this bee. I can deal 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. This is technically enough. Fuck you, dude. I'll survive. Oh shit, he's going fast on this one. He's gonna deal 1 damage real fast, but like I'm not that scared. Just need to resolve this, that's it. If he deals 1 damage by placing a card, I lose. But we saw his deck, pretty much. We win by 1 fucking HP. He says. I didn't get enough money from you, dude. Where's my money? Alright, see you guys next time. It's interesting, right? And can be pretty challenging if you challenge yourself. And I think it's just progressively interesting enough to challenge you the whole way through the game. Like even in these early stages, I'm still struggling not to lose the game at any moment. Easy to navigate into the next battle, blah blah blah. And potentially there's just a few little adjustments you can make to your deck to make it that much more consistent. See you guys next time.